Today's special value. And Chance, how many ordered since midnight? I'm so excited. Everybody loved it. 3,500 already gone in your cart. Click checkout. Make sure you get it. It's the lowest price we found. Well, as you probably know, Good Housekeeping is a company that really says we look at these things, we test these things, and we want to make sure that we're bringing you the best. When I saw this was in the hour, I chose this as my pick of the show because I love to cook, I love to bake, I love to entertain, and I'm always looking for new, fresh ways to serve my food, to prepare my food, and also to have something really pretty to put on the table. So these are called micro sheet pans, and you might say, what is that? I'll take you through the colors first. We have it in chili, which is the beautiful red. We have it in ash, which is almost like a subtle off-white, almost like an oyster white. And then we have it in agate. And this is a sale price of $28.98. The price is going up at the end of the day, and we have final quantities, and we don't have many to go around. It's never coming back in stock, and it's actually sold 50,000. I was just thinking, I love in the summertime to decorate with red, white, and blue. So if you wanted to get one of each, because that easy pay would bring you in under $30, then you could do red, white, and blue. Let me show you this, and then we're going to go to the food. First of all, each of them is 10 by 6 by 1.5 inches. Now, as a solidly in my age of possibility, as one of the Q50 ambassadors, my kids are grown and they live in different states than I do, and we love when they're home, but they're not home all the time. And my husband, honestly, is someone that has to cook for himself. I mean, he loves to do it, but I'm at work at night, so we don't usually have dinners together. These are non-stick. They're obviously going to be oven safe, and we're going to come over here because we want to show you some of the really adorable things that we've done, especially if you're looking for entertaining in a way that you pull something out of the oven or you pull something out of the fridge, and then you can certainly put them in the dishwasher as well, and you can portion control. And by the way, these nachos smell so good right now. It is a good thing that Kim Gravel is not here because the poor thing was super hungry. So you can take this and you can put your favorite nachos in the oven, and you have it in a size that, again, as I mentioned, was 10 by 6 by 1.5 inches. So it's just enough maybe for 2 and 3 and 4. I know that we could put it out on these trays, but for me, I like to keep it in here because obviously it's going to keep the heat of the oven. You're going to keep it all the way around, and it's such a great way to go. What about baking? Maybe you have your very fancy biscuits that you take and, as David would say, you whomp them on the table and then you put them in there and you're good to go. Or maybe it is a homemade recipe. Maybe you're even reheating some of our own Jimmy the Baker's. Well, look how, did you see how pretty that agate is? It really gives me the look of that kind of classic old-fashioned serveware that we've done, but that's not going in the oven, that's not going in the dishwasher, that's not serving this way. How about a frittata? I mean, if you have friends coming over for breakfast, I love being able to mix that up the night before, put it in the fridge, and then throw it into the oven, and it comes out beautifully. You've got your side dishes here, so if you're getting a set of 3, I mean, here we've done the salmon. Hopefully you've sealed it in our today's special value. We have those French green beans next to it. You can put that into the oven. You can bring this out and serve it. Obviously, we can't do a show without a little mac and cheese, so that came fresh out of the oven, and that smells so good. But then you also can take it into the whole dessert. So maybe you're doing a frozen dessert. My mom, I found her recipe book, and there were so many fun old recipes we used to do, like in the 1970s, and I'm like, I gotta revisit those and do them again. So a lot of them were just layered desserts you put in the freezer. Here we've made a chocolate bark with pistachios and the beautiful craisins. And then over here, it's funny because they were actually just in the freezer. We were taking a look during our today's special value, and I was talking about all the foods that we buy at QVC. This is a fresh chocolate chip cookie. Let me put it on the plate for all of you at home. And I love the David's Cookies cookie dough, but you know, it comes in a box, and if you want to make sure that that's going to give you that 6-month seal it in our value of the day, and then look at our micro pans. So you literally have released everything. You could wipe that out and go again. But I have a lot of sheet pans because I love to cook and I love to entertain. They're not this size, and I would never in a million years take them to the table. This is something that you're going to take to the table at only $28.98. That's for all three. So they're never coming back in stock. Since it's a final order, and if you love that whole patriotic way of decorating that or and entertaining that I do in the summertime, that's what my outdoor dishes are. Get the red, called chili. Get the ash, which is kind of like a neutral golden white, and get the blue, which we're calling the agate. I think I did that opposite. This is the ash, this is the agate. Final quantities, and oh, by the way, the price is going up at the end of the day. Now, at midnight, we brought you a today's special.